What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 500, and I have no idea because I have short-term memory and also might be a bit brain dead, but it is edition number 146 of, well, usually Monday Night Fusion, but on this occasion, it's Sunday afternoon Fusion, and we have got a huge show, as always, in store for you beautiful people. Only the beautiful people. No uggos allowed. 543, Vic always to the rescue. I mean, 543 episodes, I think you can understand, you know, sometimes I just don't know where the hell I am exactly. Coming up on our 4-year anniversary, December 31st. 4 full years, going into our 5th year here in CMV. One of the longest running weekly episodic streams here on Twitch. You're damn straight, goat. Ooh, so maybe you'll have to stick around. But tonight's episode certainly is going to be one to go down to the record books, and, well, starting off in quite the big way, literally and figuratively, as the Hamid Markentel about to collide with John Reed in an anything goes match. And there he is, the 7-foot-tall, over 300-pound mastodon known as Markentel. He and John Reed, of course, were part of that 5-pack challenge #1 contenders match 2 weeks ago. They've both been very vocal about wanting another opportunity to prove themselves worthy of a world championship match. And, well, after what happened in last week's main event, Harvey Hastings challenging Jacob Ziegler for the world title, only for Ziegler to retain by disqualification thanks to PJ Moon. Question is, who exactly will be Jacob Ziegler's next challenger? I have been told by General Manager of Fusion, Yuri Suklov, he is going to address that fact later tonight. Going to be sending me a message to share with all of you about what exactly is going to go down in 2 weeks at Requiem. Who is Jacob Ziegler's #1 contender? But for Markentel and John Reed, two CMV veterans, two men who know each other very well, they're going to look to tear each other apart at the top of tonight's show in order to better their odds of possibly being named the new #1 contender. But, well, speaking of PJ Moon, tonight's main event, much like Harvey Hastings had a championship opportunity last week, Moon and his second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic partner, Andrew Briggs, are going to get their reward for winning said Classic. They're going to challenge the Undead for the Fusion Tag Team titles. And, well, we're going to tweet right here from the champions, the Undead. Bloody Justice says, tonight in the main event, people shout, no, not to mess with the champs. Andrew Briggs and PJ Moon challenging Damien and Bloody Justice of the Undead for the Fusion Tag Team titles. So much more tonight. Percy Simmons against Tyson Cage. Shay Hoxton against Cameron Cray. Adam Valentine scheduled to take on United States champion Ryan Kent. Tag team action, as we'll see Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade against the father-son tandem Harvey and Stefan Hastings. A little bit of a rematch from the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic. John Reed and Mark Intel, both long-standing members of the CMV roster, both share the only accolade they have, former Anarchy champions, and both with an insatiable hunger to get their hands on the World Heavyweight Championship. Yuri Sokolov, obviously knowing how bad these two want an opportunity, well, pitting them against each other, anything goes. I would not want to be in the front row or any of the crew ringside for this encounter here. So here we go, the Big Red Machine and the Fallen Angel Extreme Rules match to kick off Fusion number 146. Referee Murphy rings that bell, and well, Mark Intel obviously going to get the early advantage. Going back to a little bit of an old style, putting on a new mask. Big Mark. I got to say, oh, I like this look, and what an aggressive start. Wasting no time, going right after John Reed. I mean, very obviously, Mark Intel going to enjoy the size advantage, the strength advantage, but John Reed probably going to be more well-versed when it comes to speed and agility. And now a tweet here, guys, coming from Andrew Briggs, who says, "Don't worry, once the night is over, bloody, no one will mess with the champs, being it'll be me and PJ Moon walking out with the titles." So obviously Andrew Briggs very, very confident, and he and Moon's odds to walk out as the new Fusion Tag Team Champions tonight as Mark Intel can use his 300+ pound frame to flatten John Reed there with that body splash. Only a 1 count though. Also get a tweet here, guys, from Adam Valentine, who says, "Ryan Kent will be the first to fall to me as I become the best on Fusion." Yeah, well, Valentine certainly has quite a chance later on in the show, going one-on-one with United States champion Ryan Kent. John Reed getting himself a little bit of breathing room as Mark Intel scrambles to pull himself up on the apron. John Reed not giving him a moment's rest, however. Running right into that kick. Uh-oh, back elbow. Followed by a nasty sounding Uranagi. Or Enziguri, I should say. One of those D words. Fisherman's neckbreaker by Reed. Oh, here we go. Remember, it's anything goes. No countouts. No disqualifications to kick off Fusion number 146 between these two. Reed pulling out a steel ladder, looking to use it as a weapon, but Big Mark having none of that and gonna give Reed a taste of his own medicine. Well, that certainly backfired for the Fallen Angel. Yo, what up, Moon and Hellish? John Reed trying to recuperate from that smash to the face. Going right back under the ring. What's he gonna pull out this time? Oh, a steel bat, and Mark Intel better be careful. Ooh, clocking Reed right in the jaw. Gonna knock the bat out of his hands before Reed can use it to devastating effect. Ooh, what a clothesline. Not falls count anywhere here, though. Only way to win is by pinfall submission in the ring, dear Lord. Mark Intel just getting his back cracked over the announce table. Got right back up, though. Oh. The entire weight of Mark Intel just thrown into John Reed like a battering ram there. Now just unloading. Pretty wicked combination. And another one of those straight up, like, I don't even know what to call that. Off the fireman's carry, kind of like a face plant on the outside. That is definitely not going to feel good for John Reed, man. Mark Cattell is mauling the fallen angel right now. Big boot connecting. Right on the mark. Yo, what up, JT? You see John Reed trying to fight back desperately, looking to find a way to give himself an edge against the mastodon known as Mark Cattell. Pop-up punch. I think the Big Red Machine just enjoying picking John Reed apart. Well, we all know that Big Mark does love inflicting agony. John Reed might love it just as much, though. And again, you got to think the winner of this matchup definitely has a better chance of receiving that World Championship match that the two of them want so desperately. Bateman, hello, and Mark, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome into our first match of the night. It has been a hard-hitting bout so far. Hell of a card still to come. Mark Cattell, these past few minutes, though, has just been having his way with John Reed and that spinning sit-out sidewalk slam on the bat. The lower back of John Reed just smacking right off that aluminum bat. Mark Cattell not even done. Sit-out powerbomb now on the bat. Good Lord. Now that the torture is done, the pain has been inflicted. John Reed barely able to get to his feet. BULLHAMMER! And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Mark Cattell is victorious. What an onslaught there at the end. Reed got killed. And John Reed looking as defeated as one can. Not happy about this devastating loss. What's next for John Reed? Yeah, definitely a not a joyous conclusion for John Reed there. Honestly surprised he was even able to stand on his own regard there towards the end and walk out. As Mark Cattell celebrated what is definitely going to be a pivotal win for him, I do believe, moving into the season. But up next, guys, a rematch from last week coming our way as Chris Sullivan again going up against Jaden Shadow. And of course, Chris Sullivan been the talk of the town lately on Monday Night Fusion after what he did to United States champion Ryan Kent 2 weeks ago. Remember, after Kent had defeated Jay Mercer in a highly competitive match, Chris Sullivan came out seemingly just to let Kent know he's on his radar. But then later on that same night, a CMVWrestling.com exclusive showed Chris Sullivan brutally beating down Kent backstage with a steel chair. Kent has not been seen since. Of course, he will return to action later on tonight when he goes one-on-one with Adam Valentine. But, well, Chris Sullivan last week able to knock off Jaden Shadow, looking to do it again here this week, while Shadow hopes to redeem himself. Big kick to the back, and slowly, well, he's showcased oh no! That was blatant! Oh, referee Murphy being very lenient to not call for the DQ after that low blow by Jaden. As I was saying, though, I mean, this new aggressive side from Chris Sullivan that's sort of been manifesting itself these past few weeks. I mean, to be fair, it's working well for him. He's gotten his name, out there. Everybody's talking about him. Ryan Kent I'm sure, you know, one of the biggest names in CMV history, the current United States champion, wants a piece of him. He's been picking up victories. Let's not forget Chris Sullivan, a part of the inaugural Trios champions, a two-time Trios champion, but on his own, Sullivan has struggled to really prove that he's got what it takes to be a success. I think it's this rough edge, really what he needed. Well, since this match has started, it has been all Jaden Shadow, I'll say that much. Shadow not looking to thwart this opportunity to get his win back from last week. Back into the ring, Sullivan's waiting for him. Ooh, misses that punch and pays for it. Shadow with a springboard drop kick and a bit of a cheeky front flip there. Taunting Sullivan, now knocking him out of the ring. Look at Shadow go. I haven't seen Shadow this impressive all season long. I guess that loss really shook him a bit last week. Uh-oh, Shadow now looking to use the ringside area like a tag team partner as he drops Sullivan face first on the steel steps there. Count of 4 though, Sullivan rushes to get back in the ring, now looking to catch Jaden off guard. Elbow right to the face, stuns him momentarily. Of course, Chris Sullivan's advocate, Baron Blade, legendary wrestling promoter and manager ringside. Spear though by Shadow. Ooh, just nearly gets him the win there. This is like oh my God, wow! Shadow must have had some boon juice or something before coming out here. This is kind of like the complete opposite of what we saw last week. It was kind of Chris Sullivan dominating Shadow. Now Shadow's all over Chris Sullivan like a monkey on a cupcake, like peanut butter on jelly. Jaden now working the joints of Boston's #1, and Baron Blade does not look so impressed with his client. And there's Jaden Shadow biting the finger of Chris. That's some unorthodox offense. Shadow goes to the top rope. Gotta watch referee Murphy's count of 5 though. Perched up high, what's he gonna go for here? Oh, but perhaps a turning point. Chris Sullivan sensed that one coming, able to step out of the way. The back of Jaden's head just whacking off the canvas. Sullivan, nasty forearm smash at a super velocity there in the corner. Kick to the midsection. Jaden Shadow, though, able to escape that one. Can he bring it to a win, though? Single leg high knee. Sullivan busted open. 1, 2, 3, and Shadow! Baron Blade is not happy. Jaden Shadow with a super impressive win as Chris Sullivan regains his composure. And look who's coming out here. The United States champion Ryan Kent, seeing that Sullivan is vulnerable. I think Kent's just trying to get in Sully's head though. Let him know that all is not forgotten. Wow, what a difference maker from last week. Jaden Shadow definitely, in my eyes at least, redeeming himself from that loss with a super impressive victory over Sullivan. But, well, Kent, who's still scheduled for action later on tonight against Adam Valentine, trying to play some mind games of his own. But up next, guys, a matchup that I quite frankly believe could be a show stealer. The franchise Percy Simmons in action against the CMV Anarchy champion Tyson Cage. And, of course, later on tonight, we'll see Shay Hoxton go one-on-one with Cameron Cray. Last week's tag team match between the 4 superstars kind of splitting up ahead of Requiem in 2 weeks' time, where we now know that Percy Simmons will go one-on-one with Cameron Cray after getting an altercation with referee Yuri Suklov. Percy Simmons revealing to the CM Universe that when he quit, he renegotiated with the higher-ups to acquire an ironclad contract, and when general manager Suklov tried to put Percy inside of a Hell in a Cell match at Requiem against Markentel, Percy said, I don't think so, and instead offered Suklov the proposition to take on Cameron Cray, where if Cray wins, Percy Simmons' ironclad contract will be rendered null and void. But if Percy wins, general manager Yuri Suklov has agreed to give Simmons a shot at the United States Championship. So Percy is definitely, well, quite literally up on a pedestal right now, but the longest reigning CMV light heavyweight champion in the history of our show has got to be feeling, well, very good about himself getting one over on our illustrious GM. However, we also know that at Requiem it's been made official, Shay Hoxton will challenge Tyson Cage for the CMV Anarchy Championship, a rubber match between the two. Shay Hoxton holds a win over Tyson Cage while he was champion. Cage holds a win over Shay Hoxton, so that tie will be broken in 2 weeks with the championship on the line. Percy Simmons trying to soften up Cage for Hoxton, while Hoxton later on tonight going to try to soften up Cray for Simmons. We've got quite a while to go, J-Rod. Still a lot of action to get into. Ironclad Simmons looking to give his boy, his brother from another mother, Hoxton, a bit of an edge before Requiem. But here he comes, the former CMV Fusion Tag Team Champion, the now two-time CMV Anarchy Champion, the bona fide movie star, and so far this season unbeaten, Tyson Cage made a list, and for his final season here in CMV before he retires, so far he has stuck to that list, checking off every accolade one after the other. In 2 weeks though at Requiem, Hoxton's putting a bet down to take that title away from him. How impressive Tyson Cage has been this season though. Don't know if it's going to be so easy for Shay. Beside the fact Tyson Cage going to have to be 100% focused on Percy Simmons here in this one. Mr. CMV dashing Tyson Cage. Percy Simmons making a move before the bell even rang there. Getting a little bit ahead of himself. Put up into a seated position. Yeah, of course, Shay Hoxton wouldn't believe that Tyson Cage is unbeaten this season. You know, the whole thing between Tyson Cage and Shay Hoxton has been that Hoxton feels as though he shouldn't have lost that match against Tyson Cage during the CMV Anarchy Championship Tournament, because if you remember, during that bout, Logan Hale made an interference by playing his theme music, which allowed Tyson Cage to capitalize and put Hoxton away. Hoxton believing that win should have been struck from the record and reversed. But the fact of the matter, ooh, nice, like modified STO there by Percy. Fact of the matter is, Cage and Hoxton are 1-1, and well, I'll say I'm excited to see them go at it at Requiem. Boot to the top of the head, going to stun Simmons only momentarily, but Cage going to capitalize on that Luthez press and some right hands. Connecting big time as Cage takes a moment to appreciate the CM Universe before going for a pin. Not even a one count though. Can't say I'm very surprised. Reverse chin lock applied by the CMV Anarchy champion. Very interesting for Percy Simmons to try and go for the United States Championship. If I was in a position, I probably would have wanted to try to go for the world title again after his impressive performance against Jacob Ziegler in the main event of Retaliation, but maybe Simmons not wanting to get ahead of himself. You know, you realize Percy's a smart man. Maybe a bit egotistical, but he's got some power in his hands over General Manager Yuri Sokolov, and even Simmons realizes that he shouldn't push this opportunity too far. United States Championship, nothing to shake your head at. A match between Percy Simmons and Ryan Kent is something that I would not mind seeing either. Rocker dropper here by Simmons. Percy been looking good so far. Might have been draining himself, going a little bit too hard though. Percy really wanting this win. Ooh, off the ropes. Curb stomp. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Straight to hell style. 1, 2. Ooh, but just a 2 count. It was last week that the team of Tyson Cage and Cameron Cray knocked off the team of Shea Hoxton and Percy Simmons. Uh-oh. Percy now going to try to use some dirty heel tactics to finish the match after the curb stomp wasn't enough, but Tyson's having none of that. Cage now trying to mount a comeback. Irish whip out of the corner. Watch out, referee Murphy getting squashed. Face full of turnbuckle for the Anarchy champion there. Right back into the corner, walking straight into an elbow to the side of the head. Snap vertical suplex follows through by Cage. Stomp, missed. Percy quick to his feet. High kick, handspring, back elbow. Woo! And that is why he is Mr. CMV, the gold-blooded Percy Simmons. 1, 2. Ooh, overzealous myself there. Not even a 2 count, man. Simmons' cardio does not seem to be in such good shape this match. He is looking very tired. Tyson Cage missed that hook attempt horribly. That might be one of the worst thrown punches I've ever seen in my life. Well, you can tell that Cage is perhaps equally as exhausted. Back suplex turned into a face buster by Simmons. Tyson Cage looks to be on Dream Street right now. Cage ain't done just yet though. Boot up under the jaw. Closing in. Gets a face full of boots. Heel kick connected on the money. Pop up double boots. Right on the chin. Gonna leave a shiner, that's for sure. Look at Simmons here now. Knee right down on top of Tyson Cage. 1, 2. And Percy Simmons at this point is starting to wonder if he could keep Tyson Cage down. Hands atop his head. What's he looking for now? Tyson getting to his feet, oblivious to Simmons on the prowl. Another curb stomp. Straight into the pin, no time wasted. 1, 2, 3, and Percy Simmons puts down the Anarchy champion. Tyson Cage takes his first loss of the season at the hands of Mr. CMV. Wait a minute, it looks like Percy's not done. Simmons, this is completely unnecessary. Well, I'm sure that Hoxton is liking what he's seeing right now. A completely unprovoked post-match attack there by Percy Simmons with the cherry on top. Well, hopefully Tyson Cage can try to come back from that one with his championship defense against Shea Hoxton looming just a couple of weeks at Requiem. But, well, we'll see how Hoxton handles himself later on tonight against Cameron Cray. But up next, guys, more tag team action before our main event, where, of course, the Fusion tag team titles are on the line. The winners of the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic. Andrew Briggs and PJ Moon get their prize, challenging the Undead for the gold. But speaking of the X-Gen Tag Team Classic, a little bit of a rematch from that event, from the semifinals, where Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade were able to defeat the father-son tandem of Harvey and Stephon Hastings. But where is Harvey's mind going to be at following what happened in last week's main event? Of course, he won that fatal five-way, you'll remember, which gave him the opportunity to challenge Jacob Ziegler for the World Championship. And quite honestly, it was looking like Harvey was on the verge of becoming a two-time world champion when PJ Moon interfered, hitting Harvey in the back of the head with a steel chair, which means Harvey won by disqualification. But, well, because of Jacob Ziegler's championship advantage, he retained the title. PJ Moon saying, as long as I am around, Harvey, you will not be world champion. But here we see some more of this tension between Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade as they're arguing over the smallest of things. Who's going to start the match? Well, it seems like Jason Spade has gotten his way. He and Harvey Hastings kicking things off. Past couple of weeks, the story between Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade has been, can they get on the same page? It was looking like they had finally resolved their issues during the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic, made it all the way to the finals before falling out. And last week, both of them individually picking up singles wins. However, right back together, and already we're seeing issues arise between them. One has to wonder if Jason Spade and Chris Proudfoot would just be better on their own, but they seem intent on at least trying to make this partnership work. A win here could surely put them in a #1 contendership for whichever team walks out of tonight's main event with the gold. Again, a little bit later on tonight, we're going to be hearing from General Manager Yuri Sokolov regarding the World Championship match at Requiem in 2 weeks. Will Harvey Hastings get a rematch? There's a lot in the CM universe who feel as though he should, and that's quite surprising to me, considering the fact Harvey Hastings is the farthest thing from a fan favorite. But no matter how you feel about the guy personally, he was screwed last week. It was genuinely looking like he was going to beat Jacob Ziegler, and PJ Moon screwed him. Nice Hurricane Rana right there by Jason Spade. You know, talking about the tension between Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade, there's been a lot brewing between Harvey and his son Stephon as well. A couple weeks ago, Stephon lost a match to Cameron Cray. Afterwards, Cray attacked him, and Harvey did nothing after costing Stephon the match. A lot of people on social media kind of calling out Harvey, saying that was a bit of a douche move, but I'm sure in Harvey's mind, it's just tough love. Elbow to the side of the head, kick to the chest, misses that kick though, but caught him on the rebound, right up to the top rope, and Harvey Hastings with the blitzkrieg. Oh, but gets a gut full of knees there by Spade, and now gonna pay for it. The Lansenberg lobotomy into the pin. 1, 2. But the former two-time United States champion and world champion able to use his resiliency to kick out of that one. Jason Spade and Chris Proudfoot, who argued at the start of this match to who would start. Now Jason Spade seems reluctant to even tag in Chris Proudfoot, as does Harvey to his son Stephon. Well, maybe now going to allow his boy to get some. Stephon certainly wants it. He's asking for the tag. Will Harvey comply, though? Yes, he will. Here comes the younger Hastings. Off the rope with an assisted Kenka kick. Jason Spade fires right back, though, by pushing Stephon off of him, and now makes the tag to Chris Proudfoot. Canada's #1 export. Immediately getting caught up by Stephon. Couple of elbows to the midsection, though. A third one breaks himself free from Stephon's grasp. Up over the shoulders. Going for a ride. Stephon ain't tall enough to ride that ride, though. escaping out of it with that reverse DDT. Big shoulder thrust to the midsection sends Proudfoot falling down to the outside. Up next, guys, matchup I quite honestly am looking forward to. Adam Valentine and Ryan Kent one-on-one for the first time ever. C4. Nice stuff. A Spanish fly, if you will. Dragged by the legs. Stefan wanting to set up Chris Proudfoot in the proper position. Elbow drop to the knee, and Stefan obviously did his homework. Chris Proudfoot's #1 maneuver in his arsenal, that flying single leg high knee. Goes for a single leg drop kick right there. Did not go his way. Suplex gets a knee down to the top of the head, though. Irish over to the corner, wanting a tag to Jason Spade, perhaps, and he's going to get it. The Revolution on the same page tonight. Assisted crossbody. Stefan popping right back up. Jawbreaker clip Spade. Stefan follows through the Northern Light suplex. Bridge to pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Chris Proudfoot wanting to tag back in. Spade in a pretty bad position right now, though. Can't really answer that call. Stomp to the bicep. Jason Spade rolling right now, but Stefan looking to quell that momentum. Back and forth they go. And the long road home. Fisherman's driver. Not even a 1 count, though. Here goes Jason Spade to the top rope, but I believe we all know what he's going for here. Target acquired. Double boot stop. Took it out of Spade, collapsing down to 1 knee. However, right back into the zone and lining up his shot. Finger on the trigger. Lands and burn. Lobotomy to all Hastings boys. Dragged by arm and leg. Wants to make sure there's no hope of a rope break. Into the pin. 1. Ooh, but Harvey Hastings there to save his son and keep the match going. Proudfoot gonna make him pay, though, or will he? Harvey fighting out of it. All 4 superstars battling in the ring now. Need to get some order in here. Going for a clothesline. Stefan got busted wide open. Not too sure what's going on here. Chris Proudfoot hanging out on the wrong side of the apron as Stefan's just chilling. Jason Spade working on his cardio. Stefan going to wake up anytime this year. There he goes. Now Chris Proudfoot tries to move in on him. Stefan evading. Irish whip now into the corner. Stefan, who's bleeding pretty badly, tagged to his papa. Double Irish whip off the ropes. Double hip toss. Double kick. That looked painful. Hot tag though by Spade and Proudfoot with the last ditch effort. Harvey goes right after him. Proudfoot's quicker though. Misses that clothesline. Collapses because of it, and now Harvey looks to make him pay. Nasty combinations as always by the former world champion, the psychopath, Harvey! Anaconda Vice locked in! Oh, but Chris Proudfoot able to escape with a couple of knees to the back of the head. The maneuver that's tapped out so many. Not enough to do it for Proudfoot. Irish whip right back into the corner. Ooh, Proudfoot taking him downtown though. With that Uranagi reversal. Head smashes. Trying to crack open that skull. What a great tag team match this has been so far. All 4 of these guys similar stature, you would notice. Same weight, same height, same athletic ability. Proving to make for a masterclass. Well, there goes Murphy taking his first bump of the night, hopefully his last. He's a trooper, though, getting right back up. Tag now to Stefan. The last bastion for Fusion. Ooh! Inverted atomic drop followed by a big boot. Something to write home to mama about. Proudfoot takes him with a pinch of salt, though. Getting out of that vertical suplex into a neckbreaker tag to Jason Spade. In the corner. Target locked. Running into the side of the head. Stefan moves out of the way, though. Not able to capitalize on the reversal. Spade now going for a hat suplex. Man, did you see the way that Spade's arm whipped down to the mat there? That looked dangerous. That looks deadly. Right back into the corner. Stefan charging forearm smash. Stefan, perhaps one of the most athletically gifted superstars on all of the Fusion roster. Don't get it twisted. Oh, Jason Spade taking issue with that statement I just made. Oh, and look at that! The assist from Dad! Punch to the back of the head, and then a boot right to the face. The father-son tandem, they are deadly. Oh, and now Stefan with his own little twist on Papa's headshot. Cartwheel, bam! Nope! Spade had that well scouted. Look at this! What a match! What a sequence between these two. Singles match I wouldn't mind seeing. Ooh. Jason Spade, though, clipping Stefan, and no time wasted by the veteran of the ring. Lansenberg lobotomy again. Chris Proudfoot it well enough to get in and stop Harvey, though. Will this do it? 1, 2, ooh! Stefan digging way down deep to kick out of that on his own regard. Impressive. I gotta give him credit. The heart that we've quickly come to expect from Stefan. As battle hardened as his father. Yo, what a Proudfoot. Not just in time, but, well, perhaps just in time to see the conclusion. They say the third time's the charm. Lansenberg lobotomy. No Harvey to help him out this time, I do believe. 1, 2, 3. Spade and Proudfoot, even though the start of the match looked like they yet again weren't on the same page, able to focus and on a roll. The Revolution is alive and well. But for Harvey, his unlucky streak continues as he looks anything but pleased from ringside. Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade victorious here tonight over the Hastings. Ah, but look at this yet again. Oh, Proudfoot actually offering a handshake. Okay. Spade contemplating. It looks like he's going to accept, though. Oh, Proudfoot through the hair. What a savage. Wow. And now it looks like they're trying to outdo each other to the fans. Who's getting the better reception from the CM Universe? I'm not sure. Trying their best to outdo each other. Well, where's Spade going? Oh my God, taking a victory lap. Well, I guess I'll leave it up to you guys who gets the last lap. But at the end of the day, the Revolution picks up the win. And into our tertiary main event, my fine feathered friends, as Adam Valentine, the self-proclaimed GOAT of CMV earlier tonight, claiming this is going to be the start of his takeover of Monday Night Fusion. Of course, ringside has his protege Dax Harris up against the United States champion Ryan Kent. We already saw Kent earlier tonight, came out after Chris Sullivan's defeat at the hands of Jaden Shadow to mock Sully a little bit after what Sully did to him a couple of weeks ago. It's obviously seeming like Chris Sullivan wants a shot at Ryan Kent in the United States Championship. We're about to find out what kind of condition Kent is in after that attack. Hasn't been in action since being brutalized by Sullivan. Well, still to come a whole lot, so do not go anywhere. Shay Hoxton one-on-one with Cameron Cray, and, well, a huge main event. Fusion Tag Team titles are on the line. Andrew Briggs and PJ Moon challenge the Undead. I have no idea what you're talking about, Vic. Adam Valentine, though, and his protege Dax Harris falling out of the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic in the first round, actually to Proudfoot and Spade, who we just saw pick up the win a few moments ago. So Valentine looking to show his rookie how it's done one-on-one. And certainly a win here for Valentine will shoot his name right up to the top of the rankings for a shot at that United States title. Can Ryan Kent maintain 100% focus? The task at hand. After what Chris Sullivan, I mean, Ryan Kent, someone his stature, a living legend, a future Hall of Famer. You really don't expect to see someone like him, I mean, quite honestly, manhandled the way he was by Chris Sullivan, caught off guard the way he was by Chris Sullivan, bettered, bested by Chris Sullivan, a rookie compared to Ryan Kent. And even though Ryan Kent is far from out of his prime, there are questions circling if he is a bit shook right now. And if you ask me, the fact that he came out here earlier tonight to get in the face of Chris Sullivan tells me that the mind games are working. The United States champion, though, taking a couple weeks off to recover from those injuries inflicted by Sullivan. Might play right into the hands of Valentine here tonight, or maybe not. Bell rings and Ryan Kent right out of the gate like a bull released from the pen. Sliding uppercut. Interesting. Valentine, though, following through with a neck breaker. Big kick to the back then. Adam Valentine, an incredible athlete in his own regard. Over a year he's been a part of CMV, has yet to hold championship gold. You can tell that he's kind of getting a bit antsy. We've talked so many times before about the Mount Rushmore of, superstars who have been around in CMV for a long time and have never held a world championship. I think of Adam Valentine, I think of, Sam Valentine, no relation, by the way, over on Genesis, who, after 3 years, won his first title recently, picking up the light heavyweight championship. Valentine does not want to wait 3 years to hold a championship. Got to realize that a chance like this against someone like Ryan Kent not going to come too often. I'm sure Valentine is bringing his A game. Ryan Kent trapped in the corner. You also got to be wary of Dax Harris ringside. Watch the referee's 5 count. Yeah, Valentine knows he's got to be careful. Would hate to be disqualified. Just take this match, throw it right out the window. Ryan Kent running full force right into those knees. Then walking into a face breaker. Woo! Rearranging those teeth. And here's the cocky, egotistical, maniacal side of Adam Valentine that we've all come to know and hate. Against someone like Ryan Kent, though, that ain't gonna go. And Seguri in the corner after that back elbow. Ryan Kent taking a deep breath, and here comes the unmatched power, incredible strength of the fire starter. Gut-wrench sit-out powerbomb to Valentine's credit, not even getting a 1 count on it, though. Irish whip to the corner from behind, Enzu lariat. Pops right back up, jawbreaker, stuns Ryan Kent. Adam Valentine closes in, throwing over the shoulders with that fireman's carry. Now Adam Valentine taken for a bit of a walk. Ryan Kent going to introduce him to the top turnbuckle, make sure they are well acquainted. As Valentine just goes completely limp there, collapsing in the center of the ring. And vintage Kent, single knee face breaker, usually the telltale that things are about to come to the end, but look at that, Dax Harris, Adam Valentine's protege and rookie, trying to give the GOAT a little bit of time to recuperate. Valentine now back to see it. Valentine gonna go for his pop-up cutter. No, snake eyes instead. Oh, and keep your peepers on Dax Harris, who just pulled out a steel chair from under the ring. Oh, that almost ended so badly. 1, 2. Man, Dax Harris really just almost screwed Valentine. That was so close to landing on the chair. Oh, Valentine would have had some words for Dax after the match if that would have happened. Wait a minute. Dax Harris got to be careful here. Plain view of referee Murphy putting his hands on Adam Valentine could result in a DQ. Valentine getting rid of the chair. Take yo shit, he says. Going to collect Valentine, but Valentine was ready for him, while Harris definitely doing his job. Enzu lariat by Valentine, and I'll tell you this right now, Adam Valentine probably has one of the stiffest clotheslines in CMV history. And there it is! And I say that when he's up against a man, Ryan Kent. 1, 2. Ooh. I say that Adam Valentine in the ring right now with Ryan Kent, who has probably the most lethal clothesline. Cheeky knee drop from across the ring. Ooh, busting Kent open even. That clothesline from hell has won Ryan Kent many, many big matches. Another single knee face break. Here comes Dax Harris again, trying to distract referee Murphy, but the head official not falling for it. But Kent's gonna fall for this again. Allowing Dax to get in his head. Adam Valentine to his feet, and the GOAT reel him in. DDT. And now Valentine, one who is not afraid to bend the rules. Murphy does not see the feet on the rope. Not gonna work though. Kent used that himself from time to time. He knows the game. Now Adam Valentine getting busted open. Ryan Kent German suplex. Not just one though. Into a goddamn nasty lariat. Oh, come on now. There comes a limit. Murphy's got to eject Dax. This is getting ridiculous now. And, yep, Murphy going to do just that. He's had quite enough of Dax Harris and his shenanigans. Harris has been ejected as Ryan Kent mounts a comeback against the GOAT. Big power moves. Third single knee face breaker. Yeah, Adam Valentine knew that he could not get hit with that. It would be game over. And now here comes Valentine. Dax Harris been ejected a little too late though. Pop-up cutter. Kent is out like a light. Valentine not content though, wants to make sure the job is done, delivering a reality check. And even that does not suffice. The GOAT on the hunt. Goes for the clothesline. Goes for a hiatus Kent. Tit for tat now, big clothesline. Kent sent down to the outside. Referee Murphy begins his count as Valentine goes to grab the fire starter. Kent desperately trying to get back into the ring, not wanting to play around. Ryan Kent says, come on! Well, he asked for it. Swinging reverse STO, and Valentine just painted the mat with Ryan Kent's blood. 1, 2. After all the interferences by Dax Harris, man, Adam Valentine, all the opportunity in the world to win this match. It's been a great one so far, despite the distractions. Highly impressed with both superstars. This is really must win for Ryan Kent, though, after, you know, you gotta say it, his weaknesses were exposed by Chris Sullivan 2 weeks ago. Can't afford to show that type of weakness as champion. With that forearm smashed right into a chicken wing face buster. That was a slick combo by Valentine. And here comes Valentine again, who has been dominating these last few minutes. Pop-up cutter. You can see, though, Adam's trying to pace himself. Deep breath as he could be closing in on the win of his career. Clothesline! Kent flattened into the pin. 1, 2. Oh. And Valentine is getting frustrated. Can't say that I blame him. You know, Ryan Kent will go down in history as one of, if not the most resilient men that has ever laced up a pair of boots and stepped into that wrestling ring. But Adam Valentine, I do believe, just countered a Kent Clash attempt. Stuck up in the tree of woe now. Adam Valentine, pressing his boot to the United States Champion's throat, then targeting the throat again with the double chop there. Throat up against the ropes, yep. Adam Valentine's clearly found a target. Valentine's exhaustion is on full display. Very few times have we ever seen Adam Valentine go this long. Pop-up cutter gets reversed by Kent. And now Kent just digging into that cut across Valentine's forehead. The ferocity of the fire starter. 1, 2. Ryan Kent, Adam Valentine putting on a clinic here in our tertiary main event. Can't say I'm surprised. Two phenomenal talents. The future and the present colliding, but look at this! Kent Clash catching Adam out of the corner. 1, 2, 3, and Kent takes the cake. Just like that, a split second is all Kent needed. What a match, though. That was a must-win situation for Ryan Kent. Like I said, needed to prove that Chris Sullivan did not take him down a peg. But man, great showing by Adam Valentine, even despite the cheekiness of Dax Harris. Proving he can hang, but not enough tonight. Now into our co-main event, guys, and I think we just saw the show stolen by Adam Valentine and Ryan Kemp, but this one could easily take it, as we still have our main event to come. Andrew Riggs and PJ Moon challenging the Undead for the Fusion Tag Team title. Shay Hoxton gonna step into the ring against Cameron Cray one-on-one. Earlier tonight, we saw Percy Simmons was able to defeat Anarchy champion Tyson Cage, and again in 2 weeks at Requiem, Percy Simmons will go one-on-one with Cameron Cray, while Shay Hoxton will go one-on-one with Tyson Cage for the Anarchy Championship. So we saw Simmons helped out his boy by softening up Cage just a bit. Time to find out if Hoxton can repay the favor, or if Cameron Cray, who so far here in CMV is unbeaten, the ruthless Brit, gonna crack some skulls. Shay Hoxton, who, if you ask him, is still unbeaten here in CMV. And I don't know why Shay Hoxton has such this superiority complex and this very obvious oblivious outlook on reality. He is an extraordinary in-ring competitor who has a date set at Requiem to perhaps win his first CMV championship. Again, if you ask Tyson Cage, he is 2-0. Or if you ask Shay Hoxton, I should say, about Tyson Cage, he is 2-0 over his foe. Well, Shay Hoxton and Cameron Cray have crossed paths before, but here in CMV, two very different men than they were once. You know, again, I don't agree with Shay Hoxton and how he goes about his business, but I do have to ask where he got those glasses, because wouldn't mind me getting a pair of those. And here comes just the... You immediately just get the sensation that Cameron Cray has come to CMV for one reason, and that's to just break some bones. The ruthless Brit. Perhaps the most methodical worker I have ever seen in a ring. Cameron Cray knows how to pick an opponent apart like I've never seen before. And he is looking to make Shay Hoxton scream tonight. Last week that Cameron Cray and Tyson Cage secured a victory over Percy Simmons and Shay Hoxton, but while Cameron Cray date set at Requiem against Percy Simmons. Gonna try to use Hoxton as a message for Mr. CMV. Here we go though, Hoxton Cray one-on-one in our co-main event. And Hoxton with a very strong start. Southern Light suplex there. Or, my bad, that's a modified at Northern Light suplex. Where's the Eastern Light suplex? You know what I mean? Can we get a Western Light suplex in here? Tired of all these Northerns and Southerns. Well, so far, Cameron Cray, rocky beginning, but there you go, fires back, dragon screw. Just about taking Shay Hoxton's knee with him. Dragged by arm and leg to the center of the ring. And here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Cameron Cray, like a vulture, swarms his prey, swoops in, picking at him, slowly, surely, deliberately. Going after those fingers, now double knees right across the lower back, and Shea just yelping out. Shea don't take no guff though. Right back onto his seat and drop again with that short arm shoulder block, and here comes Shea. Like I said, these two, no stranger to one another, know each other very well. Back and forth they go. Big slap across the cheek there. Irish whip down to the corner, charges full force. I haven't seen that before. Jeez, that really did a number on Hoxton. Looks like he had a heart attack. Look at this, just doesn't get much more dickish than just kicking your opponent right in the face. And look at Shea Hoxton having himself a little bit of fun. I don't even know that it really inflicts any damage, just Shea being Shea. There's a lot of moves that Shea Hoxton performs that honestly you wonder if it really deals any damage, or if it does it deal a whole lot? Really doesn't attribute anything to the match other than him just, well, showboating. And here we go, Cameron Cray branching out. Now he targets that knee that he went for early in the match with a dragon screw. Like a rabid dog. No, Shea Hoxton has had just about enough. He ain't happy so far. Cameron Cray not looking to give him a breather though. Punch to the back of the head. Maybe this was a ploy by Hoxton, luring him to the outside. Now back into the ring. Hoxton right on him. Cameron Cray the quicker. Oh, vertical suplex. Thrown out into a sit-out powerbomb. Shades of Paul Devine with that one there. What a knee. Bicycle knee cleaning Shea Hoxton's clock. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Well, that wasn't enough. Surely any number of Cameron Cray's debilitating maneuvers, but this is exactly what he knocked off Shea Hoxton with last week. The recliner, the cross-face chicken wing. Hoxton not looking to tap out twice in 2 weeks though. Able to find a way to escape that time, only to get blasted in the face with some forearms. There's another. Dragging Hox through the ropes. Hangman's DDT in the way that Hoxton's neck bent off to the side. I'm gonna be seeing that in my nightmares tonight. Hoxton, just a few moments after nearly getting the life choked out of him, goes for a choke slam. Turned into a complete shot by Cray. The British Brute into a lateral press, hoping to snuff out the victory there. Not gonna be enough though. And here's Hoxton getting worked. Stomps to the chest, loaded forearm to the side of the head. Another bicycle knee finds its target. Cameron Cray though showing some signs of fatigue. Irish whip sends Hoxton into the corner. What is Cameron Cray setting up for here? Goes for that kick to the chest again, but Hoxton had it well scouted on the second go. 1. Nope, just the 1 count. Cameron Cray, I should say, quickly tried to get back to his feet. Hoxton, hands on his hips, deep breath. And once again on the hunt. This time though, looking to deliver some head trauma. Package pile driver. And I do believe that'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Knocks off Hox. So Percy Simmons able to take down Tyson Cage, with Shea Hoxton not so lucky in his efforts against Cameron Cray. Cameron Cray remains unbeaten as Shay Hoxton, well, might not be waking up for a few more minutes after that package pile driver, but the British Brute on the track to meet Percy Simmons at Requiem. And well, if I'm Simmons, I might rue the day I ever set up that match. For Hoxton, is it possible for him to get on track? Anarchy Championship match looming. We know he can beat Tyson Cage, but these last 2 weeks, Hoxton been a bit off balance. So Shay Hoxton 13-0, right? Right? Well, here we go, my fine feathered friends, my beauties. It is main event time for Fusion number 146. The Fusion Tag Team titles are on the line as the second annual X-Gen Tag Team Classic winners get their reward for winning said Classic. 2 weeks ago, Andrew Briggs and PJ Moon challenged Damien and Bloody Justice of the Undead. It's PJ Moon who's had his name in the headlines all week long after what he pulled in last week's main event, costing Harvey Hastings the shot at the World Championship, guys, and we've been hyping it up all night long. General Manager Yuri Sokolov has officially given me the scoop. About 2 weeks' time, the main event of Requiem and the World Championship. And listen to this. Yuri Sokolov has decided that Jacob Ziegler is going to defend his World Championship against Harvey Hastings and PJ Moon in a triple threat match. Absolutely huge mic drop by Yuri Sokolov, but even that is not all, because Yuri Sokolov goes on to say that next week, right here on Monday Night Fusion, the go-home show, we're going to have a beat-the-clock challenge where Jacob Ziegler, Harvey Hastings, and PJ Moon will compete. Whoever defeats their opponent in the quickest time will get to choose the stipulation of that triple threat World Championship match for the main event of Requiem. So, to recap, main event of Requiem, Jacob Ziegler will defend his world title against Harvey Hastings and PJ Moon in a triple threat. Next week, a beat-the-clock challenge between the three, where whoever gets the fastest time will get to pick the stipulation of said championship match for the pay-per-view. PJ Moon's day has just gotten a whole lot better, and I assure you will be even more so if he and Andrew Briggs manage to bring home the Fusion Tag Team titles right here, right now. So PJ Moon has the potential at the end of this month to be a double champion. I'd be interested to get into Andrew Briggs' head and see how he feels about not receiving the opportunity to compete for the world title, but PJ Moon gets the shot. Hopefully it doesn't cause any sort of tension. I mean, we've seen a strong unity between the two going through the X-Gen Tag Team Classic and afterwards. Andrew Briggs, the three-time record-setting light heavyweight champion, the king of the ring, receiving his first championship match in, well, nearly a year. His last title opportunity here in CMV was for the World Championship last season, where he failed to defeat Hayden. Andrew Briggs, though, a lot of people have been saying this is his season. What a role he has been on. Just look at last week, his incredible performance and victory over Joey Diaz. And for the enigma of CMV, PJ Moon, this is actually his first ever championship opportunity. Since debuting at Final Stand about 5.5, 6 months ago. Competed in that second annual Deadly Games tournament, was a part of Money in the Bank, but has never had a straight up championship shot. Well, now look at this. In 1 month, he's got 2. I mean, PJ Moon's got nothing to be sad about. Even if he and Briggs are not able to win this match, PJ Moon's still going to headline Requiem for a shot at CMV's grandest prize. And I'm looking forward to that Beat the Clock challenge next week. Haven't had a good old Beat the Clock challenge in a while. And you have to know what an opportunity it is to be able to pick the stipulation. I mean, if you're Jacob Ziegler, if you win the Beat the Clock, what are you going to choose? Any sort of scenario, a triple threat, your title's in jeopardy. If I was Ziegler, I'd maybe go elimination. That way, at least I have to be pin or submitted to lose the title. If you're PJ Moon, is a standard triple threat the best way? You don't have to be involved in the decision to lose the title. Is elimination the smart way to go? A ladder, a Hell in a Cell, steel cage, tables, falls count anywhere? It'll be completely up to the winner of next week's Beat the Clock challenge. And here's a vintage PJ Moon. You just get mesmerized. I mean, we've seen in the past in CMV on far more than one occasion these unique tandems come together to win championship gold. Even teams that aren't on the same page. And we've seen that Briggs and Moon are, like I said, solid. They have each other's backs. They've made it clear that they're going to work as a unit. Andrew Briggs, a former tag team competitor as well. You know, that's got to lend itself. It's a he and Moon's game plan. But of course, standing in their way from the bloody forest, the undead rise. Bloody Justice joined by the Gargoyle, Destruction Damien, and of course the Puppet Master Pandora, making their first defense of the Fusion Tag Team title since winning them back at Retaliation and that triple threat tag team match. Bloody Justice, of course, coming into this as a 2-time Fusion Tag Team champion. He and Rise started last season, the season before that, dominated the Fusion Tag Team division. Truly a tag team specialist, I would label Bloody Justice as. And then, of course, you have Damien, and really, do you have to say any more about him? But, well, also a former Trios champion. The 7-foot-plus tall, near 400-pound beast. Main event here for Fusion number 146. The Fusion Tag Team titles are on the line. The Undead defending against PJ Moon and Andrew Briggs. The time for talk is over, and Bloody Justice has been very vocal on Twitter all night long, trying to get into the heads of Moon and Briggs. But look at those beautiful championships right there. Titles have been held by some of the greatest tag teams in CMV history. Of course, the inaugural Fusion Tag Team champions, Andrew Briggs' brother Duke and Buzzsaw Jack. Is it Andrew's time now to add his name to the lineage Him and PJ Moon proved they are a force to be reckoned with during the X-Gen Tag Team Classic. Look at the teams they put away. The real G's. All right, Ryan Kent, Jacob Ziegler, finally Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade. Not a far stretch to say they have what it takes to dethrone the Undead. Bloody Justice and Damien, 3 weeks into their championship reign. If they lose the titles here, believe it or not, they actually would not be the shortest reigning tag team champions of all time. That accolade goes to I believe, who is it actually? I want to say it's Police Squad, I do believe. Oh, Police Squad, who, yeah, they defeated the Bickering Duo at Battle Scars 3, and then the very next night, lost the championships. Look at this, though, picked up to a vertical base counter, though, by Damien. Briggs has gone against superstars far bigger than him before. In fact, Andrew Briggs holds a victory over Damien in singles competition. Big forearm smash. There's no denying, though, the Undead are certainly going to have the advantage in terms of chemistry. Been together longer. Obviously have what it takes to hold the gold. Fight still on the outside. You saw Pandora helped up her puppet. Watch out, because the Undead can retain their titles on a countout or disqualification. It's called the Champion's Advantage. Count of 5. Uh-oh. 6. Look at this. Oh, my God. Out of the torture rack, just dropping Briggs ringside. Well, lucky for us, it seems like the Undead are not intent on retaining their titles in such a way. Not what I'd call cowards or dirty heels by any means. I'm not sure what I would call the Undead. Not sure if I would call them anything. Don't want to get on their bad side. Irish whip though by Briggs, sending Damien into the corner. Early tag to PJ Moon. Tries to, but the gargoyle of destruction having none of it neither here nor there. Now a tag to Bloody Justice though. Oh my good lord, what is this? Bloody Justice body splash into Briggs, followed by just a drop down and a suplex into a pin. Early retention for the Undead, maybe. Nope, not even a 1 count. Right back into the corner, the Undead working the double team early part of this bout. Bloody Justice saying he would delete Andrew Briggs tonight. Doesn't follow the hype of the King of the Ring. Stomp onto the arm. And Pandora being ringside is always a wrench in the gear. You never know what to expect from her. Clothesline from Briggs now. Shot out of a goddamn cannon. Big old elbow drop comes through. Now dragged by the arm towards the center of the ring. Wants to pull him farther away from Damien. Make it harder to make a tag. Rolling neck snap. Briggs now. Briggs! Here comes the knee barrage. Bam! That last one going to turn old BJ inside out. Now Briggs going to let Moon get some. The Unicorn King, the Enigma of CMV. Hungry for that championship gold. Trying to close in on Justice, keep the attack on high, but look at Bloody with these stomps over and over again. No reprieve. Spinning that heel to the back of the head. Bloody Justice, probably somebody you wouldn't expect to be so agile as to get his leg up at that angle. Oh, Moon, I believe, meaning to slide strike Damien there, but unfortunately caught Murphy. Tag back into Briggs. Assisted cross body, great teamwork. Damien not staying still for even a second though. Immediately starts to stir. Wants to get over to that corner to tag in Bloody Justice. Instead, trapped by Briggs, who goes for the Shining Wizard. Damien, though, knew it was coming. Going for the Virus Slam. Briggs reverses. Oh, man. Body splash. You'd think to see Damien doing that to Briggs, reverse effect. Moon wants that tag. Briggs working out a kink in his shoulder, though. What's Briggs doing here? Wasting a lot of time, that's what. Now going after Damien with a stalling Hangman's neckbreaker. Wait a minute, Briggs to the top rope. Is he going to go for that patented corkscrew senton of his? Yes, he is! Moonsault, rather. New Fusion Tag Team Champions, will it be? One, no, Bloody Justice makes the save. Not gonna go down that easy, and Briggs telling Bloody Justice, you want some, baby, come get some. PJ Moon gotta watch out, though, only has the count of 5. Close 2 right there. Clothesline, Briggs staying on hot. Clothesline again, jumping clothesline. Damien is reeling. Really wants that tag to Bloody Justice, with Briggs doing an expert job of cutting off the ring. Like I said, Andrew Briggs, a former tag team competitor. Oh, stretching muffler. Trying to break the knee of Andrew Briggs in half. Andrew quickly escapes that. Caught with a Southern Light suplex, though. And Damien wise to make a tag to Bloody Justice. Bloody Justice tries for the stop. Ooh, Briggs running right to an inverted atomic drop up against the ropes now. Hey, you come here often. Says what up to PJ Moon. Tries for a mushroom stomp. Andrew Briggs makes him pay. Hangman's neckbreaker rears its ugly head again. And there goes Briggs right back up to the high red district. Feeling froggy tonight. Corkscrew moonsault. On target to the pin. 1, 2, 3. We have new champions. Andrew Briggs and PJ Moon, baby. New Fusion Tag Team Champs. Just like that. Wow! What a performance! Andrew Briggs taking out Bloody Justice with a corkscrew moonsault. PJ Moon taking out Damien. And they actually did it. I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% sure. But wow. Andrew Briggs holding his first title in nearly a year. PJ Moon his first championship in CMV and might not be his last. 2 weeks time at Requiem competing for the world title. But congratulations, boys. Wow. What a win. Well, my beautiful boys, we have not done a live event match in a while, so I got nowhere to be. Might as well. What do we got? Joey Diaz, Shea Hoxton, Percy Simmons, Logan Hale, Jacob Ziegler, Markintel. Let's do a custom match, though. I'm sure the Undead will be back. They're not going to be so easily defeated. I feel like a battle royal. I don't know why. I just feel like watching a battle royal. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna has a battle royal. Actually, keep entrances off. Don't feel like watching 8 entrances for 20 minutes. How about random? Let's try random. Or who's in here? What do we got? Let's put in some guys that haven't had a match in a while. Do Jay Mercer. We'll put him in there. We'll put Joey Diaz. Let's throw Killian in there. Killian made his debut last week, losing, unfortunately, but maybe he can get a bit back. Let's throw in the man that beat him last week. We'll put Barandra. Get some big beefy boys in there. Throw Bloody in there. Throw Bloody in there. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Let's throw Shea in there. Why not? Oh wait, he's facing old boy actually. I'll just change that match. Joey Diaz is in this match already. Let's put Shanaz in there. Shanaz and Hoxton back together. Once again, reunited, and it feels so good. Alright, you should go in there last. Last but not least, let's throw Nick Platinum in there. I'm not sure who should go in there. Let's just do random. Genesis. Oh, there you go. Proudfoot. Proudfoot getting the last spot. Should we just have them pull double duty now? They have to conserve themselves for that main event battle royale. Just throw two randoms. Okay, John Reed, but just this is the battle royal. Okay. Hey, Hellish wins no matter what. Never a bad thing. Got him, coach. All right, let's do it to it. All right, so John Reed versus Tyson Cage. John Reed getting the W over the Anarchy Champion. Much needed win after his loss to Mark Intel. Percy Simmons versus Logan Hale, which Actually, if you know your CMV history, Percy Simmons was the first man to ever defeat Logan Hale. And Percy does it again! Go figure. I really hope entrance wasn't on there. I don't believe it was. Otherwise, we're going to be here for an hour. But look at this stacked battle royale. Jay Mercer, Joey Diaz, Killian Red, Malandra, Bloody Justice, Shay Hoxton, Shanazzy Andoni, and Chris Proudfoot. Some preparation for the CMV Royal Rumble. That's in like 5 months. That is Malandra, who picked up a win last week, actually, as I was talking about before, over Killian Red and Dallas Steele in a triple threat. Jay Mercer, last time we saw him, he took a loss to Ryan Kent. Joey Diaz lost last week to Andrew Briggs. Of course, Shay Hoxton just lost this past episode, quote-unquote lost, of course, to Cameron Cray. Bloody Justice just lost the Fusion Tag Team titles. Shanaz Andoni, last time we saw him, he lost with Hoxton in the X-Gen Tag Team Classic. The only winner, recent winner of this Battle Royal is Chris Proudfoot, so he's got the momentum on his side. We got some beefy boys in there. We got some speedsters. Should be a good one. Malandra. So let's see who is the last man standing. Well, we've got Jay Mercer going right after the former Fusion Tag Team Champion of Bloody Justice, Proudfoot, and Shanaz collided. Of course, Shay and Killian Red, no stranger to each other. Malandra and Joey Diaz go head-to-head. Remember, only way to be eliminated is being thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the outside. That is the only way. There is no other. Shanaz just hit a stunner. Malandra with a springboard clothesline. Not too sure exactly who he was trying to hit with it. Didn't connect with anybody though. Usually in these battle royals, you've got people flying out right away, so. All 8 superstars still got their feet planted firmly in the wrestling ring. The squared circle, as they call it. My favorite maneuver is the flying nothing. Oh, there you go. Malandra is first eliminated by Shay Hoxton. That's a... and Shay with a little bit of a clap and bow. That's a big elimination. Big elimination. I think Hoxton's my pick now. Hoxton's my pick after that. Even though he's not been doing so hot lately, that's my pick right there, boy. The Louisiana going at it with the hot commodity. That would be an interesting one-on-one match. Oh, and Killian Red's eliminated. The 2 beefy boys are first out. That's shocking. Kind of the opposite of what you would expect. Down to 6 now. Malandra and Killian Red have been put out as Chris Proudfoot hits his patented side effect, and Bloody Justice sends Jay Mercer to the showers, pulling down the top rope. Jay Mercer essentially eliminated himself. This is the win that Bloody Justice sorely could use. And there goes Shanaz eliminating himself now. Joey Diaz pulling down that top rope, and then there were 4. And Chris Proudfoot pulls down the top rope. Joey Diaz eliminated the same way that he just eliminated Shanaz. Bloody Justice, Shay Hoxton, and Chris Proudfoot remain. A lot of eliminations in quick succession. Uh-oh, Proudfoot in trouble. Bloody Justice going to help out Hoxton. Proudfoot hanging on for dear life, but I do believe his number is up. Proudfoot is eliminated. Comes down to Shay Hoxton and Bloody Justice now. And Zulariat by BJ flattens the gambling man. Hoxton having none of that, though. Obviously knows that Bloody Justice is going to have the strength advantage. Hoxton wants to stay away from those ropes. Reverse STO inbound. Hoxton gets out of that with a couple of well-placed elbows to the back of the head. Reel him in DDT, and Hoxton's feeling good about himself. Got to find a way to get Bloody Justice over that top rope, though. Hangman's neck breaker. Chris Proudfoot limping to the back. Oh, does Hoxton have it? Face first off the top turnbuckle, busts Bloody Justice open, but not able to eliminate him. Taking for a bit of a walk again, Shay Hoxton. What's he doing? Wrong way you're supposed to throw him, Shay. You're not supposed to throw him in the ring. You're supposed to throw him out of the ring. Well, Shay looks very tired right now. Nice takedown right there. Some wrestling on display by the former two-time Fusion Tag Team Champion. Shay Hoxton quickly wants to escape from that. Misses the stop, though. Hoxton goes in for a kick. Gets caught in a hat suplex. Uh-oh. Now I think Bloody Justice looking to say bye. Oh, damn. The sliding knee strike to the lower back. That looked painful. Most things in a wrestling match look painful. Oh! Bloody Justice takes it. Much needed win for BJ after losing the Fusion Tag Team titles. Not much of a win, but a win. Damn, Hoxton, I put money on you, man. What gives? Well, guys, thank you, as always, for tuning in for an awesome episode of Monday Night Fusion. If you're not following me already, make sure you do so that you get those cheeky alerts when I go live. And I will catch you on Tuesday for NGW.